This is Julia. I'm here to share a layout that I created with my October 2019 Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit, and I'm using that for the Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Round 6. She does have a Facebook group, and you can find her on her YouTube channel where she'll tell you more about it. This is actually layout number 10 for day 10, and I am creating a layout of my husband and our two puppies. They were brand new at the time this photo was taken. We had just gotten them. They were 2 months old, and so we had just come home from a very long vacation. Well, I say long, it was a full 2 week vacation, and we got home, had the grandkids for several days. When they all went home, I went and picked up the puppies that were for my husband's birthday. Um, and so, yeah, initially the potty training, yeah, it took some time. And so you have to go out into the yard with the puppies, and you have to remember Yorkie puppies only have like a walnut size, not even a walnut size, probably a almond sized bladder initially. It gets a little bit bigger all the way up to an almond size. They have the tiniest bladders known to man, I think. So here I am. I have cut down a couple of photos, and I have mounted them on black cardstock, used some pink photo corners that I had in my stash, and that fussy cut floral arrangement there I put on top of a doily. Um, and so as I'm going along here, I had a piece of washi tape left um, on this little carrier sheet here. It was part of a Felicity Jane set, I believe, and it was a thicker, like a 1 inch thick. I just cut it in half. I know I do that sometimes. I just wanted some, and I wanted that black and white because the floral bit has black stems and leaves. And so I wanted to bring that black in. So I, of course, backed the photo with the black cardstock, added a little bit of the black washi, and then I also have some gray in there because the floral cluster also has some gray leaves. So I pulled in a sticker that I have that has like a metallic or a stone colored gray, and I put it behind that journaling spot there. Um, that's an adhesive bit that I've had in my stash for a long time, and it almost has a glitter feel to it. So I cut it down, peeled the backing off of it, and put it across there. And I'm going to add a little bit to the other side to make it look like it spans the divide there. And then that centerpiece, of course, is from a sheet of paper, also from the kit that I just cut down in order to fit. Another leftover odd little bit of ephemera that I've had forever. I want to say that's my mind's eye. Pretty old. And it just says good life on it. So I'm looking where I'm going to put my title down there at the bottom. And because I don't normally put things on wax paper, I usually go to my ruler and then to the paper. But in making page kits to get these done, because I got a little bit behind, I put everything out on wax paper. So then I'm finding if I use my ruler to put titles down, it kind of works. Not something I would recommend doing, and it's pretty frustrating because if your ruler moves at all, yeah, you're pretty much screwed. So here I am, I'm looking, I'm going to see where this is going to go down, and then, the really sad part is because these are chipboard letters, I'm going to have to go through and pull them all back up again to put the adhesive down. So I like my idea of going to the ruler edge and then to the background. And you can see that U is a little misshapen, and that is because it came from a different letter. I want to say maybe a Q, and I just cut off the little tail of the Q. My alphabets that I had added to this kit, are great. I mean, I have a ton of them, but I'm getting, as the month has progressed, I'm using them, you know, quite a bit, and I'm running out of on my black set and my gold set, I'm running out of a lot of letters. So I think I may end up having to open another kit to finish out the last several days of the month. I have been making good progress every day, but I can also see me running out of this kit fairly soon. Um, but of course, I'm on day 10, and that's 10 days exclusively in one kit. So that's pretty darn good. That's 10 layouts right there, which for me is really good. I build big kits and I can typically get a lot of layouts out of them. And I don't necessarily record everything in sequential order. Um, I don't do it like I'm not going to use this entire kit to do all of one summer vacation. I'm going to pull a few photos from previous years, a few photos from now, a few photos from a couple of months ago. I think that's one of the things that keeps me sane about my scrapbooking is the ability to move around and to move in and out of kits as well. So when you guys are scrapbooking, do you scrapbook with kits? How do you deal with your scrapbooking and coming up with inspiration? I can tell you for me, I have a very large room and a very large stash of scrapbook supplies, paper and embellishments and ephemera and you name it, I have it. I may not have all of one thing, but I have a lot of a little bit of everything, if that makes sense. And so I have to narrow down my selections because if I just go to pull for one layout, I am overwhelmed with what I have, and I have difficulty pulling for just one individual page. So what I do is I build kits every month from my own stash. And I am inspired to do that by the Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog as well as Mini Kit Monday. Right now, those are the only two places that I know that are use kits to create with. And so when I pull my kit, everything goes into an iris box or a 12 by 12 box. And I pull alphabets, I pull stamps, I pull, you can see here, I have some twine, I have stickers, I have ephemera, you name it, I put into these kits. And I try and pull everything to coordinate together. So even though my layouts may be of completely different subjects and completely different times or events, there's still a cohesiveness about the things that I pull for the kit. So once I have that kit built, it's easier to go through and make individual page kits for this. And I have found that because I've gotten a little bit behind with my 30 days of sketches, I have found that if I go through and set up page kits a couple of days um, or a couple of page kits in a day, I can work through that and I can get 2 to 3 layouts done in one afternoon after work, which is pretty amazing considering that usually I'm getting one page made if I'm just pulling from the kit without having any of the preparation done. So really spending a little bit of time and preparing for the next day, um, yeah, it's paying off big time because I'm able to, if I'm not necessarily keeping up with the exact days that the sketches come out on, I am within a couple of days of getting it done. Now, my mom's coming for a visit, so that might change things. I may get horribly behind if I'm able to do any scrapbooking at all while she's here because we have a lot of activities planned for my grandkids, her great grandkids. So hopefully, I won't get too far behind if that's the case. So here you can see I'm pretty much putting down all the finishing touches. I've done some stitching up at the top. I've done some stitching on the butterfly tails, and some stitching right under the photo. And now I'm putting in a little wood veneer and going through and tacking down a few things. I'm going to add some enamel dots or flat back pearls here, and this layout will be done. I do have close-ups at the end. So if you're interested, please feel free to stick around and watch for those close-ups. I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up. Not mandatory, not required, but it really is nice to know that you appreciate the effort that I've put into making these videos. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching my videos and coming back every time. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.